Well, hey, Be Joyful Church. I want to give you a preview of Sunday's message. I'm excited to bring it to you. We're in our Pathway series where we're talking about different spiritual practices that help us follow Jesus well. And I hope that has been an inspiration to you and been encouraging. I have learned so much through this. This particular message is really important, especially in the church community, especially in a resort community where we need to draw together well. We're going to talk about fellowship. Fellowship is a practice. It's something we have to dive into and work towards as we follow Jesus. And this particular place in 1 John that we're going to look at, verses 3 and 4, John is writing and he's saying, look, Jesus has created relationship with us, and we all together are invited into this special thing that's a connection between Christians that is made more intense, more real, more permanent, and more important because Jesus is in the midst of that. So let me read to you this passage starting in verse 3. And you got to see my notes are crazy, so it's hard for me to actually find the actual text. But that which we have seen and heard we proclaim also to you, so that you too may have fellowship with us. And indeed, our fellowship is with the Father and with his Son, Jesus Christ. And we are writing these things so that our joy may be made complete. So there's a completeness of joy that we can experience. Like the most foundational comfort that we can experience is through fellowship that we have with others and Jesus. It's a corporate affair. It's the way God has designed it to be. But I want to point out something very important and particular to you about the word fellowship. I'm sure you've heard many messages on it before, but something that's so critical is that the Greeks understood that word to mean something like co-ownership, like of a business or a property. And so when we talk about fellowship, we're talking about a partnership where we engage with each other, where what happens is important to one another, that we're trying to see the best out of whatever we own. There is this mutual accountability and partnership that takes place when we have fellowship with one another in Christ, in the church. So I'm excited to talk to you about it. I hope it'll encourage you, and I hope that the practice of fellowship will be one that OB Joyful people practice well. See you later.